Bravehearts Worldwide. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolfe, and this is DocStar TV. And as you can tell today, what's up, Doc? This is a live Q&A that we are going to be doing, and we're going to be doing it every Tuesday, okay? And I will try to show up on time. We've got a lot going on. We're in Ixtapa, Mexico, and we're teaching a Wolfe Non-Surgical certification course for people who would like to become practitioners in it and those who are already practitioners. And so I am a little bit late here today, but I made it. And so every Tuesday we'll be doing What's Up, Doc? It'll be a live Q&A, and you will be able to send your questions in on Facebook Live, right on Facebook Live, or you can text me at 469-861-8884 on WhatsApp or direct, okay? So next time I'll have more support because all my staff is busy, but I've got a Facebook phone and I've got another phone that will take your questions if you want to send it to messages or to actually WhatsApp. Now, before I start, I just want to say this, and it's really important that you understand that wherever you are in your life, okay, that's where you are. But the reality is we're going to need to show each other a lot of compassion and patience going forward here. I think that the next year is going to be unprecedented in the way that they are going to be throwing as much fear at us, and they're going to try to upset the apple cart when it comes to the economic system around the world because they want to change it. And I want to tell you that you're going to need to count on that slight smile as your protection. You're going to need to count on your breathing, because when you're connected to your breath, when you're in the present moment, when you have a slight smile, it's not going to take you for a ride. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I've had 2 practitioners call me today, and they're practitioners, and they're dealing with, stage 4, stage 3, stage 2 inflammation, which they call cancer. And the reality is this: when we take a look around at the world and the majority of the population, don't ever do that. Never compare yourself to the majority. They are so far off the marker. You need to mind your own business. You need to create a strategy from the moment you rise until you close your eyes. You need to work for you now. I tell everyone, you are only as emotionally stable when there's chaos going on in your life. That's a litmus paper test. Have you even cleared out your cupboards in your fridge yet? Have you cleared out your cupboards in your fridge of all of the addictive foods? My gosh, most people haven't done that, and they also are not trying to cut down on their addictions. Okay? So, 1 second, everybody. One second, my apologies. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we're back to where we started. That's the thing about IT. You know, when I first started doing shows, when something would go wrong, I'd get all nervous, right? And then you get this anxiety building up in you. And now, in life, it's like this. When you hit a bump, you slow down, you connect to your breath, you put a slight smile on your face, and you understand that that's life, okay? And you have to understand that in life, no matter how much you actually are focused on creating a perfect day and strategizing gentle baby loving steps throughout the day, because if you actually created a perfect day and you repeated that every day, what would you have? I'm telling you that I work on that every day. There's nothing else. I work on creating a strategy of a perfect day for myself every day. And you have to understand, just because you're doing that doesn't mean that things aren't going to go wrong. Things aren't going to go sideways. As long as you are working or surrounding yourself with human beings, let me tell you something, it's a roller coaster, because most people have a roller coaster emotional system, don't they? Emotional system, energy and motion. They're not in charge of their emotions. They react and attack themselves, and they react and attack others without even knowing it. And this is why you need to pull back. If you don't know how to love and care for yourself and really hold the line, you need to pull yourself back from toxic friends and family and the toxic world where it is right now. Because the world right now is so toxic. I mean, don't believe me, go into any coffee shop, go into any restaurant, go to the mall. Oh, come on, if it's not politics, it's about Jimmy who's got cancer, or it's about the V or the C. Oh my gosh, you know what? The day that we know to mind our own business and that how we feel should always come first. And people go, wow, that is so selfish. This guy, he teaches selfishness. I teach you how to be selfish enough to know how to have a perfect day. Because if you're not going to be the guide, the teacher, the brave heart, to hold the line for yourself, to teach your children, your husband, your wife, your friends, who's going to do it? So anyways, we are live, and I'm going to check here, and I have to keep checking because this is a one-man job today, okay? And you have to bear with me, the little bit of bumps and grinds, and we will get this. I'm just trying to find it right now. Here we go. And I'm going to turn it down. I've been enhancing my perfect day since I began listening to you. For years, I tried planning monthly, weekly. A daily self-love, self-care is needed. And this is Sonia, and I'm going to tell you something, Sonia. You know, it's connecting to your breath. It's your slight smile. And I want you to really impress the living life out of yourself, which is what? The things that used to bother you, the things that you would react to, I want you to stop reacting to them. We're not talking about numbing out. I can feel what a person's feeling, and I can feel a person's pain, but I don't take it on. You know, I'm an empathic. Oh my God, if I have to hear that one more time. I feel everything that everybody's feeling. Really? This is what they taught us to do, is that you need to take on people's suffering. And listen, I was raised with that if you weren't suffering, then you weren't worthy. And I'm not buying into that anymore. So thank you, but I'm not, okay? All right? Suffering today is not going to get me to heaven tomorrow. I need to be in heaven today. I need to be grounded today. I need to love my life and myself today. All right? I can feel a person instantly on the phone that I don't even have to see them. And I can feel them, their vibration. Because whether you believe this or not, but vibration and frequency was the only language that you knew when you came through the portal of the vaginal canal into the womb. It was just frequency. You didn't understand English, but you knew frequency and vibration. And whether you want to believe it or not, the frequency and the vibration that comes into that womb it decides whether that's going to be a health and healing womb or a tomb for the baby. That's right. You know, we are not taught as parents that we need to learn to not keep reacting and attacking ourselves and each other. But even teaching our children not to do it. What if we didn't react? What if we just stay connected to our breath? What if we just held the slight smile, whether a bomb went off or somebody farted? Seriously. And when things don't go your way, okay, things don't go my way every day. I could tell you right now, I've been on the phone all day putting out fires with my business and helping. There's 2 practitioners that have taken my course, but they never got themselves on course. Because right now they're dealing with the big C, and it's not that big. And it's all about this. The C in cancer stands for corruption. They corrupted our mind because in your subconscious, they put in belief systems there. You remember something. The image of yourself in the world have created your diseases. You can take it or leave it. I used to have migraines all the time. I used to have a neck problem all the time. I would feel nauseous when I was younger. I would have aches and pains 25 years and 30 years ago. I don't have them today. I should have them, shouldn't I? Going on 67, I should be like creaking, but I'm more flexible. I've got lots of tone. I got lots of muscle. I'm not losing my muscle. Okay, and I'm definitely not losing myself. Okay, I still have the imagination of a child, and that's what we need. You know, if you don't have an imagination, then it's over. Because with imagination comes curiosity, and with curiosity comes knowledge. And understand that. But most of us have given up our imagination because we were told that we had to give up our passion and our purpose. And this is why I tell people that you have to go and do a Braveheart contract. That's right, a Braveheart Heroes contract, where you go and you write this contract. Remember the passion and the purpose that you used to have, the excitement you used to have about life? Now you're going to get down and you're going to start writing it. If I totally loved myself, if I totally cared for myself, if I believe that I can have anything I want, okay, in my life, what would that look like? And then you start writing it, and you start tonight. And then tomorrow morning you look at it before you do anything else, just 5 minutes. You review it, and then you do that every night and every morning for 33 days. You'll be as close to your authentic self as you've ever been. And understand something, the reason why your relationships suck, sometimes with your friends, your family, and with yourself, is because you never unconditionally cared and loved yourself. I don't have sucky relationships with my family, my friends, or my patients. My patients might get upset with me because sometimes me telling them the truth, it's not what they want to hear. And me telling them the truth, I never want to hurt anyone. I'm never going to intentionally hurt anyone. But we have all been set up to be victims, yes or no? Okay, all right? We have pinned ourselves against each other on many levels, from religion to color to race to the things we eat. I mean, why can't we on this planet, okay, allow everyone to have their belief systems? And if they're not personally attacking you with those belief systems, why aren't we allowing people to do that? Because why? Because we, believe it or not, have anger and we have hate. We hate our life. We might hate the shape of our body. We have anger because I never got the love that I deserved. And I thought if I worked hard enough, poured my heart out, I did this for my family, I did this for my lover, I worked myself to the bone for my company or for this corporation. Why aren't I getting what I want? Well, because guess what? Self-care and self-love is a self-serve job. That's what it is. And you know, if you want your heart to stay full all day long and strong, because heart disease is the main killer, because you bought into the BS belief system that if you worked yourself hard enough and long enough, if you suffered every time somebody in your family suffered, okay, if you just exhausted yourself doing everything for everyone, that the big payoff was coming. I don't teach selfishness. I teach you to be selfish enough so that you don't have a disease, which means that you're out of alignment and you're out of harmony with yourself. And that's the truth of it right there. Observe, don't absorb. That's it right there, isn't it? But guess what? Every mother, every father believe that if their child suffers at all, you're just supposed to go and freak out because you're not caring and you've been set up. You know what? When my children would fall off a swing, I would just look over and they would look at me first and they'd go, do I cry or do I fly? And I'd look at them and go, listen, my kids got in accidents and broke things and got cut just like yours, but I didn't freak out. Okay? And what we do is we're setting everybody out to freak out every time something happens. I'm going to tell you that I don't care, and I do care for you, but I don't care what happens. I'm never freaking out. I'm going to stay calm. I'm not draining myself. I'm not beating myself up. I don't show love that way. I show love to my family to be there after they get done traumatizing, dramatizing, and beating themselves up, that I'm going, okay, do you want to move forward with this now? How do you feel from dramatizing, traumatizing? You know what? And you're all taught. Every one of us are taught that if this happens, we beat ourselves up for an hour. If this happens, it's a day. And if somebody does this to us, we beat them up for life, maybe. And it's all just belief systems. And everybody has different belief systems. But what if everybody had unconditional love and care for themselves? Well, there'd be no psycho elite. There'd be no corner stores. There wouldn't be liquor stores all over the place, vaping places. Okay? There wouldn't be all of this divorce and disease and you know, just even the way we talk. My husband died instead of my husband passed on. Okay? All right? Everything has got to be dramatized. We are set up, right? We're always set up to speak in a way that we suffer the most. And your health is going to suffer the most. And like I said, take a look through your cupboards in your fridge. I talk to mothers all the time, and they'll go, oh, my son is a picky eater. No, you made him into a picky eater. There are no picky eaters. You made him into a picky eater. You're a picky eater, okay? And the reality is this, you know, you got to hold the line, and you got to serve healthy food in your family, and if you don't, you're going to be run over by a truck, because all of these symptoms, which aren't symptoms, they're love messages, because you've been poisoning your family, because you couldn't hold the line. You gave in. But most mothers and fathers aren't really giving in, because they're addicted to the food too. So they're the ones eating it, but they just don't say it. You know, I say, oh, my son and my children, they have such bad eating habits. And I'm going, really, do they? Who buys the food? Well, I do. Oh, okay. I think the rest of the story is well known. So the reality is guys, I get it. It's very hard. It's very hard to give up your addictions, okay? Very hard. There's no questions here. So anyways, just as I was about to come on, we are going to get this organized better, right, guys? So that we will actually have, be able to show questions from all the different platforms we're on. And we'll have somebody that will actually do this. This is the first time I'm really putting this back together because I was on a world tour. Everybody know that, right? That's what I was doing for the last year and a half. And I'm going to be leaving again to do that. We're going to be going to Barrie, Ontario, and teaching the Wolf Non-Surgical and the Whole Life Coach and the Pelvic Course. That's our kickoff. I'll be going through some slides and show you where we're going today. But here, how about we help Anna out, okay? All right? Honestly, guys, I don't set this up. So I'm here just getting this set up here, and then all of a sudden, I get a call. Her name is Anna, and you can take a look here. Yep, she called 20 minutes ago. And the first thing she said is, Dr. Wolf, I'm in trouble. I need your help. And I said, Anna, I'll call you back. So let's call Anna back, won't we? And we'll see what Anna's got to say. But I promise you I'll be much more organized going in the future. And I live in Ixtapa, Mexico, and I live in Texas and Puerto Rico. But we are going to be setting up, hi Anna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, 1 second. So we'll be setting up an actual video studio here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, and it will be a professional studio. And we're doing that because when we release our app, we're going to have some of the top people in health on all levels come on DocStar TV on our new app, where they can say everything they want. They can tell the truth. Right now, I'm not allowed on TikTok for my whatever I said yesterday, which wasn't that bad. So that's a 1 week punishment. So once the new app is up, we're going to be driving everybody to my app, okay? Because the reality is, I'm gonna be able to do and say and tell the truth, and understand you deserve the truth. And sometimes you don't want to hear the truth. And I'll tell you why people don't want to hear the truth. I'll tell you why people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth because they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed on what they think it might
Yeah.
take to get themselves healthy again.
Yeah, but I can tell you that I have listened on you maybe 3 years, and I can see you can be hard.
Okay, first of all, I want to say this. I want to say something. You know what? 1 second, Anna, please, please. So you say that I can be hard. Well, guess what, Anna? How does stroking people help them? It's going to be okay. Well, it's not going to be okay, is it? It's not going to be okay.
I know.
On 1 second, it's not going to be okay. We need to learn how to love and care for each other. You know, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know what people want from me. You know, I'm going to tell them that, you know what, it's up to you. Because guess what? Oh, the medical system heals people? No. Does Dr. Wolf heal people? No. Neither.
No.
You need to heal yourself. And understand,
know.
but listen to me. I am not your average natural health doctor practitioner. I'm not going to be. I am going to hold the line. I'm here for the 1% of the 1% that say, guess what? I'm going to go get the life that I deserve. And so I'm trying to wake people up to the fact. Do I swear at them? No. Do I get angry at them? No. Do I hold the line and try to really make them understand that, guess what? It's all up to them. It's always been up to you.
Yeah, I know.
So I just want, when I stop you, it's because I'm not being hard on anyone. So understand something. There was a song that was written, sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Well, the person feels you're being cruel because guess what? Because it's not the story they learned. Okay, first of all, Anna, just know this, okay? Everything that you've been told basically is a lie. Now, how do I crack your coconut and tell you that you've been lied to and that you're the lover, you're the practitioner, you're the doctor, you're the genius that you're looking for? And how do I do that and only do that? Maybe you're only going to come on one time on one of my shows and you're either going to be like this, oh, wow, did you hear what he just said? And I'm going to wake you up or I'm not going to wake you up. And then let me ask you a question. Why does it take 3 years to wake up? Because people have been so programmed. So Anna, if you've got a quicker way and an easier way that I can reach the hearts of millions, please let me know because I can't figure out another way.
I want you to wake me up.
Listen, I'm only trying to wake people up to the beauty of themselves, to the God spot in their heart, to that they need to come first before anyone else or anything else, so help me God. Because guess what? How's it worked for you? By putting yourself second, by putting other people first, and by going down the same alley that everyone else goes to look for answers and the silver bullet. So let's talk about you, love. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. I have gum cancer.
You have gum cancer.
Yeah. And I have lose one of my teeth.
Okay. And you've lost one of your teeth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I should tell you that I have not been with the doctor and something. Yeah. I have no belief on them, and I will not hear what they have to say.
Okay, but I get that. But here, Anna, listen.
Yeah.
Not going near a medical doctor is not the problem. Embracing yourself and learning how to love and care for yourself is the situation. That's the whole key. So, you know, do you know how many women and how many men I'll go, oh my God, why didn't you look after this? Well, I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing. But the reality is, if you've been following me for 3 years, then you know that my whole library has more master classes in it and answers for free. My pdgfree.com, it's the most powerful manual, I believe, and I'm not trying to be arrogant, that's been written for someone to take their health into their own power.
Yeah. And I know I must take it, do it self, but I need help to line it up, and it's going so fast.
I understand.
And,
Okay, so here's the deal. I want everybody to understand. Were you a smoker, Anna?
Yes, but yes, but I want to tell you one thing more.
Okay.
In that teeth, it's beginning on, and my dentist, I get loose maybe 10 years ago, and I go to my dentist, I get panic, and he take something in, and it's some years after I get more and more problems with that teeth, and so I'm beginning and sticking up in my needle up, and so it's just black coming out. So he has trying.
Okay, I need to understand something. They're black coming up. Black coming from your mouth?
No, from my teeth, so my dentist have sit there.
You're not.
My teeth,
1 second.
my teeth going loose. So I get panic. I get to the dentist, and he helped me. And I think he has helped me with the cancer too. I think.
Okay,
I
1
think
second.
he-
1 second. 1 second. We're going to leave the dentist story and put it in the garbage right now, okay?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't empower you, it disempowers you. So whether it's true or not, it makes no difference. It just feeds and makes you weaker and makes you angrier. And I just talked about that before you came on. So understand, we're always looking for someone to get angry for, someone to point the finger at. And I'm not telling you that he's not responsible, but it doesn't make a difference here. It absolutely makes no difference. Because everything that he does is actually sanctioned by the dental industry, and the dental industry is owned by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and they're sanctioned to do all of this. Good luck.
Yeah.
The dental industry is like the medical industry, and I'm not putting them down, but I'm trying to tell you, we need to walk from this story, because gum disease, now you've got gum cancer, you say, which is stage 4 infection, inflammation in your mouth. That means that your bowel, okay, has been rotting out for 30 to 40 years. I know a lot of smokers that do not have actually gum disease or who have stage 4 inflammation in their mouth. And understand something, you've got to get to your bowel. You need to really do a proper bowel cleanse. You need to do the ultimate coffee enema. And I would be doing vaginal infusions like yesterday. But the reality is that your teeth were only getting loose because you were losing bone calcium for years in your jaw. So as you were pulling calcium out of your jaw to actually help to support an acidic environment. The more acidic you are, the more calcium you're going to pull from your bones to buffer down the acid, because it's the acidity that causes the pH to drop. And if cells, which in your mouth, if cells lack 35% or more of oxygen for more than 3 days, they mutate into what we call a cancer cell, because they want to survive. They want to live. So understand, the only person that ever received the Nobel Prize for discovering the cause of cancer was Dr. Otto Warburg. 35% or more lack of oxygen in a cell. So we know between the smoking, and we know that the front door, being the mouth, is a reflection of the back door being the last part of your colon, which is a problem with 99.9% of the population, and that's stagnation. When I say people have constipation, they go, I go to the bathroom. Yeah, but it's not what comes out, it's what stays in. And understand this, you just need to look around and you can see right now that 85 to 90% of the population is rotting out. They're rotten to the core because their bowel is what's called leaky gut, and through dairy, through sugar, through alcohol, but mainly through antibiotics, they've created a screen door, okay, for a large intestine, because that causes the tight junctions to rip apart, okay? And that's what we call autoimmune disease in the large intestine. Autoimmune disease all starts at the large intestine. It doesn't start in the gut. It is not gut-brain disconnection. It's the large intestine going into a coma, okay? That's the problem. And the good bacteria going bad bacteria, we're supposed to have 85% good bacteria, 15% bad. It's reversed with most people. We have to focus on your large intestine first, and we need to start doing daily cleansing tea, black gold, ultimate coffee enema. If you could do the vaginal infusions, we absorb so much more through our vagina than we do even through our mouth. So that's why we do that, and we want to heal that pelvic area. Now, as far as, let's talk about your diet, okay? What is your diet like? Let's start off with not your best day, and what are some of the addictions you still have?
Well, I eat, I know the last time I have not eaten so good, I have not feel so good, and but I like to eat, I eat just ekologiska
I'm sorry, what did you say?
fruit. I just eat fruit and green, and I have eat some spelt bread.
Bread?
Not good, I know. Spelt bread.
Okay,
Not
so
good, I know.
how much do you weigh and what's your height, love?
I have lost very much. I have lost now. I am 173, and my weight now is 6. Yeah.
1 second, love. Just give me 1 second. How many feet is 173 centimeters? You're 5'6", okay, and how much do you weigh?
56.
56 kilos.
Yeah.
How much is 56 kilos in pounds? You're 123 pounds, and I said you were what did I say? You're 5'6", 123 pounds. Okay, you don't want to lose any more weight. Okay.
No, I want more.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I would do if I were you, but you should get a consult, okay? Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you what to look at, because today I only have a short time here. I only have another 20 minutes, and I have to give up this area because we're teaching a Wolf non-surgical certification here, so I can't. So today the show will be shorter, but you can call me later. But I need you to look at certain things like critical care thunder shrooms. Have you downloaded? Did you go to pdgfree.com and download my book yet? Hello?
No.
Can you go to pdgfree.com and download my book? And do you have someone there that you can?
What is name on that book?
It's called The Perfect Day Guide. The ultimate healing, the perfect day guide. Anna?
PDG3.
That's right. P is in perfect, D is in day, G is in guide, free.com, and you can download that. And are you ready to write things down, or? I just want you to go look at a few things first, and then you can call me back, okay?
Can I call you back later?
You can call me back later. 1 second, give me 2 hours after I hang up with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready to write things down, love? Okay, I'm going to, you can, listen, can you do me a favor? You can call me back.
Yeah.
You can call me back in a couple hours. Please have a recorder. and put the phone on speaker so I can say things and then you can go back and listen to them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's the way we do it. And anybody else out there that if you ever want to call me, it's always good to have a recorder or another phone and record everything I say. Now, I'm going to tell you the things I need you to look at. Look at vaginal infusion. Look at the ultimate coffee enema. Okay, I need you to look at, you're going to have to work on your mouth, right? So you're going to have to look at doing Merigen and Dentagen. Merigen and Dentagen are going to save your butt. You need to go to look at those. Go to Doc of Detox library. Just go to Doc of Detox, click on library, and go into the calcium ion therapy guide and look at the Merigen and Dentagen and watch those videos. This is what I want you to do before you call me back. And then I also want you to go and research, okay, critical care thunder shrooms. I want you to also do and check out MCT oil C60. I want you to check out frankincense. I want you to check out silver bullet gel. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to work right in the mouth, and we're going to make sure we get your mouth back into proper pH balance. But we got to work on your colon and your liver. And you're going to need to go into the Perfect Day Guide, and anybody can download this so everybody knows. And I want you to go into, 1 second, love, I want you to go into the 4 pillars of the Perfect Day, and I want you to take a look at the Perfect Day diet. It's a whole plant-based keto diet so that you can keep your weight on. Now, you are going to lose, the more you stress out, and the more that you become inflamed, or what they call stage 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, they call it cancer, it's actually inflammation. That's all that is. It's an upgrade. And the more you stress out, and the more bread you eat, and the more sugar you take in, and the more dehydrated you become, and the more sluggish your bowels become, the more this problem is going to become worse. And just so you know, that even people with bad breath, their bowels are rotting. People with halitosis have worms. They're infested with worms. Everybody has any disease has worms. Wherever there is decomposing tissue in the body, there's going to be an infestation of bad bacteria, worms, okay, and fungus. That's in the body. So you need to try to take a look at and start reading my book, The Perfect Day Guide, and start bringing your life up on all levels, emotionally, physically, okay, nutritionally. And I'm going to tell you, you should also take a look at Curcumin Cayenne 5000. And we wouldn't put you on a lot of other products, but we would go in and front end load for the first 6 weeks to 3 months. Because you have to understand, everything is vibration, everything is frequency. Are you going to bring in a high enough frequency, long enough and strong enough to actually put that frequency into all your cells to turn them back to what we would call a normal, healthy, functioning cell? Because vibration or otherwise frequency can turn cancer on or turn it off. We can turn people on, we can turn them off. And this is all science. So the reality is, no, 1 second. You seem like a really serious person. You might want to lighten up a little bit. You might want to smile more. You might want to connect to your breath more. And you might want to say that I want things to be fun. I'm not going to go to war with the cancer. I'm going to go make love to myself, unconditional love to myself, and bring my vibration up. I'm not going to go to war with the dis-ease, because that's just being out of harmony. You know, I see people that go, I'm going to fight this thing. I'm going to war with it. And they power through. They use the love of power. Or you could use the power of love. But if you could use the power of love and change your personality, because that's what you're going to need to do, Anna. You're going to have to change parts of your personality if you want to get rid of something because you're bringing in something else. If you don't want to change your personality, you're not going to bring something else in that's higher vibrational. So willpower could get rid of the so-called cancer, but it's just going to come back. And doesn't it usually come back with people? The second time, the third time, but you don't hear about the fourth time, do you? Okay, so the reality is a change of personality changes your reality. So what is in your life that pisses you off? What is in your life that aggravates you? What do you keep doing in your life, and what are you angry at? Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. You didn't just get stage 4 inflammation in your mouth because of smoking, because not everybody gets it. So what words are unspoken, or what words have come out of your mouth, okay, and that you spit fireballs? I'm going to tell you something. My mother was a beautiful woman, and when she would drink, there was nobody more ruthless. She would cut like a knife. And my mother had tongue cancer and mouth cancer. They wanted to actually cut off a piece of her buttocks and sew it in. I'm going to tell you, my mother came, she couldn't even talk. Her mouth had so much cancer in it, her tongue swelled up, and she couldn't even talk. And then I put her on the same protocol I would do with you. And you can believe it or not believe it, doesn't matter. In 10 days, you could understand her. She was talking normal. And then I had to go away and do a talk in Utah, and I was gone for 4 days. She went right back home, went back to 5-star whiskey and smoking, and that was it. There was no stopping it. Because you can't stop and start. You got to make a decision that you're going to change, and that you're going to learn how to love and care for yourself and put yourself first. And you're going to eliminate things, lovingly eliminate things from your life that are poisonous and poison people. So who do you call that you keep feeling like you got to call and it pisses you off? Because there's something about your mouth and your tongue. So it's the words you say and the way you live. It's not just from smoking. So you need to take a good look at your personality. Are you married?
No.
Do you have a significant other, or are you on your own? Pardon?
That is not, it's not good. So
I don't understand. What did you say?
I feel I am alone.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you have a partner?
Yeah.
So you have a partner and you feel like you're alone.
Mm.
Well, then let me just say something. Now you've been disrespecting yourself. So if you have how long have you been with this partner for?
30 years.
30 years?
Mm.
You've been with a partner for 30 years and you feel like you live alone. Okay, so this is you on how much you actually love and care for yourself. So this is the respect you've given yourself. And understand something. The reason why you've got mouth cancer is it's the things you say about him and your relationship, or the things that you think about and you would like to say. If you don't want to go and find love and find peace and find beauty in your life, you go ahead, spend all the money you want, work your butt off, you'll get rid of the cancer and it'll come right back. You can't live in a love relationship without love. And understand something. How old are you?
I'm 61.
61, you're still young. And understand something. You have not loved yourself since you were a little girl. I have compassion for you that when you were a little girl, you had the love kicked out of you. And then you became harder. And then guess what? To feed that hardness and that love sucks, you still have a relationship with yourself and your partner that sucks. It drains you. And it upsets you. So understand, you've got to be willing to make a change. So you're going to have to do a lot of mirror work. You go into my guide, and you go and take a look at the mirror work. And let me see you do the Braveheart Oath, okay? Let me see you do the Braveheart Oath. Do the Braveheart Oath 10 times in the morning out loud and proud. And let me see that you can feel the love from your voice. When you're looking in your eyes, looking in the mirror, when you look in the mirror, every time you do the Braveheart Oath, I want you to come from the God spot in your heart. And I want you to show as much love as you can for yourself. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, it will choke you up. It will make you cry. But it will melt that rock that you call your heart, that you've had to harden all your life. And I could hear it, Anna. In your voice, you've become a hard person. And you can't do that. You've got to release your feminine power. You've got to fill your heart up with love for yourself and for the life you want. And you've got to create an environment, okay, that will feed you love. Listen, you know, even at 61, I'm not telling you to leave, but if you're in a relationship that doesn't have love in it, then guess what? What do you think? You ready for this? The C in Cancer stands for corruption, contamination, and conflict. That's what you have in your life. Remove those things, you'll be left with ANSER, and that spells answer. If you don't want to learn how to, you need to do this. When you hang up the phone, you download the PDG free guide, okay, pdgfree.com, and then guess what? I need you to do this today. I need you to write a Braveheart Heroes contract that if Anna totally loved herself unconditionally and was ready to care for herself unconditionally, what would that look like? And where would Anna live? Who would she be living with? What would her life look like from the moment she rises till she closes her eyes? And how would it be such a beautiful thing? And I need you to go and write that, and then every morning and every night, you're going to tweak it. And in 33 days, you'll have what you need to do. That will be your authentic strategy, your life plan. And guess what? Get excited. And don't be fearful. You have thought about leaving and going on your own so often. And every time you do, you're up, you're down, you're all around. And guess what? And then you get all this poison in your mouth because of things that you wished you could say, things that you wished you didn't say. How am I doing, Anna?
Good.
Pardon?
It's good.
No, I need you to do something. Don't be good. Be amazing to yourself. No. Listen to me. Be amazing to yourself. I want you to fall in love with Anna right now. And I want you to get rid of everything you ever thought that you did wrong. Everything. And I want you to only keep the belief systems that honor, love, and respect Anna from this moment on. And you and your partner have a disrespectful relationship, that's obvious. And you're going to let your partner know, I love you, or I'm not sure if I love you. But guess what? I need to learn how to love myself. And all I want from you is to not get in the way of that. Because if I don't learn how to love myself and care for myself and bring my vibration up, I'm leaving. And I'm not ready to leave. And if I have to leave this house so that I don't leave this planet, I'm willing to do it. You know, I've never seen anybody, even people who want to go live on the street. Nobody starves. Nobody starves. We all have this illusion that we can't live without love, and meanwhile, you don't have any, Anna, for yourself or in your relationship. So now you've got mouth cancer because your mouth has become a whip that whips you and your partner, and you know it. So isn't it amazing how it's to death, to death do us part, or in health or sickness, or for rich or poor? I don't do any of that stuff, okay? No, we're going to be rich. We can be abundant on all levels. I don't buy into the poverty thing. By the time I was 32 years old, I got over that, okay? I got over that, okay? I was so poverty-minded that even when I made great money, I'd pretend I didn't because I could never make enough money because I had a poverty consciousness. And then guess what? You know what? Whether you believe it or not, my son, Dr. Sage, is here. 16 years ago, Okay? At one point, I was worth $3 million, and then 16 years ago, I was worth $2,200 in the bank. And I had never become so happy in my life because I decided I was going to love and care for myself, and I knew that I was connected to my source, what I believe in, and I didn't worry at all. Even though I had $2,200, I told Lori, my partner who I'm with today, and I said to her, I got $2,200 left. And she goes, oh, do you want me to help you out? And I said, no, it's all been taken care of. And that's a true story. And understand something. You need to not face your fears. You need to face unconditional love. When people face their fears, then they focus on their fears. Don't focus on your fears. Focus on something beautiful, like your heart, your spirit, your soul. You call me back in 2 hours, but you need to go and do your homework, okay? Go do your homework. Go into my guide, look up the thunder shrooms, look up the calcium ion therapy, okay? Look up vaginal infusion, look up the ultimate coffee enema, and look at the 4 pillars of the perfect day. And then call me back, and then I need you to write down questions, and I need you to have something that you can audio it with. And then I will tell you that I will get you started, but I want you to have a consult with one of my master consultants. It's only $150. And you get lifetime telephone support. And when you can't get them, you can call me, like you just did. And understand something. Just make sure, if you were to put a price tag of value on your body right now, what would that price tag amount be, Anna? It wouldn't be very high.
My body?
What?
My body.
If you were to put a price tag on your body, what is your life, what is your body, what is your happiness worth?
Happiness means everything.
No, it doesn't. You have the price tag that you have on your body, 1 second, the price tag that you have for yourself is low value.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we are where we are. And guess what? And you have picked relationships in your life to support that you always have low value. Really sucks when you marry your father. I'll tell you that right now. Unless your father was a man of unconditional love and care. And you know what? We'll go marry our father, we'll go marry our mother, we'll go out with our father, we'll go out with our mother, because we're trying to fix relationships, and when we should be minding our own business and learning how to love ourselves and break away from all these belief systems. We don't focus on fear, we don't focus on what's broken, we focus on what we love. And that is it. Everybody's so full of BS. You go to almost all these whole life coaches, these emotional workers, psychologists, and they'll want to talk about where did you get screwed up? Who sexually, emotionally, and mentally abused you? Right? And let's try to work out this shit. You can't. You get your head out of it. You decide you start writing a Braveheart Heroes contract on what you want to see in your life, how you want your life to look, and then you go for that. You don't do anything else. You let everything else go down the toilet. Just flush it. Or write down or everything and then go down to the beach and burn it. Burn the paper. Get rid of it. I want you to decide what you want in your life, not what you need to get rid of. So, people say to me, oh my God, it's so hard to break up and to leave it behind. No, you're not breaking up and leaving anything behind. You're going to something higher, something that's going to serve you, something that's going to care for you, something that's going to love you. Most people in bad relationships, the person that wants to change the other person is the terrorist. And believe it or not, if you can leave and go find your own life, you're not terrorizing the person who decides, I don't want to change. This is as much as I can love you. This is as much as I can care for you. So just leave. They'll be fine. They'll find someone that'll be what you used to be like. Or they'll just go, God, I'm glad she's gone. She's always at me about changing. Love me this way, love me that way. Can we eat this? Can we do that? Thank God she's gone. Or thank God he's gone. You think about that, Anna. I've got to close off now because I got to give the room back to Dr. Sage. He's teaching a course here for Wolf Non-Surgical. Okay? All right? Go do your homework, sweetheart. And guess what? I need you to change that sticker and it better have hundreds of zeros on the end. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your value is unlimited, and you better act like it. And it's going to be hard because you have a belief system that you aren't worth anything. How are you going to get out of there? You're going to start smiling. You're going to start doing the mirror work. You're going to put a love band on, okay? And you're going to start hanging around with people who love life. All right, I got to run.
Yeah. So can I call you back?
2 hours, love, but don't you call me. No, you can't call me in 2 hours. You can call me tomorrow. You got homework to do. You make sure when you call me that you've gone and you've read and you've looked at these videos, and you call me tomorrow, and I promise you that I will treat you with all the love and respect that you would like to treat me with, okay?
Yeah. So
All
I
right.
can call you tomorrow?
Yes, love.
What time can
Let's just say same time, because I don't have anything tomorrow going on at this time, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the time is now? Okay.
Anna, whatever time you have right now, that's the time you call me, okay? Because you're in Norway, okay, love?
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Bye.
Bye now. So there it is, okay? Yeah, we better show compassion for everybody, but we better learn how to show compassion for ourselves, first and foremost, and that's what she needs to do. If she doesn't show herself compassion, and if she doesn't bring up the value of her love for herself, she's leaving anyways. But how do you teach someone how to love and care for themselves when they believe that, and they were taught that as a woman, you need to love and care for everyone else, and then you'll get what you deserve? How's that working for you? Okay? Let me just go through a couple of things before I give up the room. So, like I said, I'm in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, and we have purchased a beautiful place where we will be doing most of our trainings for Wolf Non-Surgical, Whole Life Coach, Pelvic Restoration, where people can come and stay. It's got a pool. It's just gorgeous. And you'll be seeing that up on my website. We'll be talking about it. And we'll also be doing personal treatment and trainings for one person if they want to come and learn our techniques, for a couple if they want to learn how to love and care for themselves and each other, for groups that want to come down, okay? All right? Right from pain-free pregnancy to couples training to personal treatment and training that you learn the non-surgical, you learn how to become your own practitioner, right? On an emotional and physical level. See, that's why the world's not going to change, because people are looking to be treated and they are getting mistreated all the time, okay? Because understand, if you're only good to your next treatment, how's that feel? How's that feel to be a hostage? Don't tell me this isn't a slave planet. And it's going to be a slave planet to you until you totally unconditionally love and care for yourself. And you know when you have a symptom, it's not. It's a message from your body saying, can you get back into alignment? Okay, you're disrespecting me. All these cells, all those bacteria. And understand something, okay? It's always going to be, when you realize all the lies out there, okay, you're not going to get upset about it. You're just going to leave that life behind. Why do you think that my main place to live is in Mexico? No chemtrails, only organic food, no 5G and it's not coming here, no GMOs, no glyphosate. Understand, I wrote my Braveheart Heroes contract and said, I'm not living in a country that terrorizes me. All right? I will go to that country and I will teach, I will train, but I am going to live in an environment that embraces me, that loves me, that cares for me. I'm not telling you to move to Mexico. I'm trying to tell you to take a good look at your life, and you're allowed to say what you want and how you want it. Okay? All right? These are all the places that we'll be doing the world tour. Okay? And we've reduced our prices on all our courses by 40 to 45%. Why? Because everybody else is going up in price. We've cut our profits. This is our last tour we're going to do because the world is going through the biggest change that it's ever done, and it's going to happen this year. It's going to happen this year. And when it starts to happen, people are going to revolt against it because nobody wants to give up money. Nobody wants to go digital. Nobody wants to embrace the new thing, but it's coming whether we like it or not. So many things are going to change. And the reality is, when everybody's going through the chaos of all this change, I'm not going to be going around and traveling and trying to get everybody to wake up when everybody's freaking out. And most people are going to be freaking out because they've never learned that emotions mean energy and motion, and they've never ever learned how to master their emotions by having a slight smile, connected to their breath, and minding their own business, meaning do your brave hard heroes contract, and what does a perfect day look to you like? And if you did that and you perfected it, that would be the gift that you gift your family with. You would no longer be the curse, you'd be the blessing. These are all the hosts that if you want to get in touch with them, if you want to join one of our courses. And I've talked about it even with Anna. Listen, I've given you the best of the best of the best. It's a 550-page manual. It's this big if you want to order it. It's only $75, and we make $6 profit because we don't have time right now to do the marketing. We need everybody to get this manual, and if you can't afford it, just download it for free. And then go through it, and then tell me that it doesn't change your life, and maybe even save it. Okay? This is for all the practitioners out there. You don't have to be scared. They're coming for us in Europe. They're coming for us in Canada, United States. And this is called the Sovereign Indigenous Practitioners Protection. How would you like to be adopted, okay, by the Taino tribe and actually get your doctorate in Indigenous medicine? Now you're outside the realm of white man's law, whether it's local, provincial, state, okay, national, international, it doesn't matter. And guess what? Am I standing in my power? Am I doing it with ease? Do I look nervous? Do I know that all we got to do is stay calm and we just have to do the same thing they do to us, is use the law? And I'm using the law right here. And now we're outside their law. So if you're interested and you want to protect yourself as a practitioner, we'll show you. It goes all the way to United Nations, World Health Organization, and it's been tested all the way through Supreme Court. All right? People don't know that either. Okay, my new app's coming out, and it will be the first of its kind. And this is an app that's like 95%, all of it is free. And this app is to unite the world, and it really is. Listen, you want to know what I get off on? Making a difference. But you know what you got to do? You got to make a difference with yourself first. Knock that out of the park, and then you gift the rest of the world with that authentic self, because we need you to show up. I'm only one small piece of the puzzle. This is a piece of the puzzle that has 8 billion pieces, and we need everyone to find their authentic self so we can come together and create the image that we've always wanted to see on this planet. I really believe in the future. I really see beautiful things, but you're going to have to change it here if you want to change it here. This is just the most important highway in your life. And please go to my website, docofdetox.com, and go watch The Highway of Life. You will get digestion explained to you from your mouth to your rectum, and then go watch The Holy Grail, because your large intestine, that's the mother of all organs. That's one comes first. If this one shuts down, everybody's going to be stinking, aren't they? All right? You get that working, that is your immune system. That is your compost. That is what revolves everything. So understand, self-care is the only health care. All right? And the only permanent love is self-love. People come and go. People have moods. One minute they love me, one minute they don't. How's that working for you? But as long as you can unconditionally and totally fill up your own heart, everybody else can do their moods. They can be up and down. It can be the emotional roller coaster. I love them anyway. I am not using them to fill up my heart anymore. I'm just shining my light on them no matter what their mood is. You think about that. So, to rise to your full potential, you need to learn how to fly. And that's first love yourself. A lot of people won't do it because we are taught through different systems, I don't want to say what they are, that if you were to love yourself, it would like be breaking God's rules. Now there's a rule for a fool, because that which created the whole universe is beyond love. And we were supposed to be created as an extension of that. I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will always, always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself. First and foremost, before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I can. I am love. I am Braveheart. Thanks for joining me. 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together, Bravehearts. Have a great day.